start a new recording straight away. And then I'll just do my normal dailies. Which is the same stuff I was doing yesterday. Because we still need to get this thing maxed out. I mean, it's better than my Wolf Fang or Black Sword now, but it's still not maxed, and I kind of want it to be. Okay. Where am I going? The new Abyss, you should talk about it. The problem is that we're still on the old. Well, I've already done the Abyss. I did it yesterday. Or I did it the day before yesterday, because I was trying to get as many Primos as I could into the other banner. And after I did the Abyss, and then I did this at around 67-ish pity, is when I got, hold on. Where is it? This one. Oh, wait, it's not available. Never mind then. Skirk doesn't have a new boss material, does she? Because there aren't any new bosses. I don't think. Are there any new bosses? I don't think so. Oh, that's so good. You know, I think... oh, yeah, she probably still uses this. Considering Escoffi is the only other one that does. Oh, wait, no. Escoffi, Dahlia, and Skirk. That makes 3.
You always have to seize
the
opportunity while it's there.
So, next version we should be getting... if we are getting new characters next version, we should get a new boss next version as well. Because there's usually roughly 3 characters that use each boss. Okay, now I don't know what to farm then. If I can't farm the stuff for my weapons. I mean, I'm actually not sure. Yeah, until I do the main story, I might as well switch back to Korean until all the stuff is changed. Oh, they brought those settings back. Oh, look, I haven't seen those in a while. Go back to Korean. Until they change all the stuff away from Kaylee. I'll just stick with Korean. Oh my god. I'm still in co-op mode. I like 9 subscribers. You should have more. I swear, all these videos from 5 years. I've been doing stuff for a while. Yeah. I just haven't been doing it in a way that, like, garners a lot of overall reputation. A lot of this stuff is more from the last year or two, because a lot of the stuff that I recorded for a long period of time wasn't ever uploaded. Because what I would do is I would schedule uploads like 4 times a day. I'd have it uploaded. I would upload a bunch of videos onto YouTube, but they will be privated, and then I'd schedule them. And over time, because the backlog kept growing bigger, I would make it to where I would upload more times a day. Eventually, I came up with a system that made it do weekly. But the reason I had to do that was because at some point, before I could upload directly from the PS5, I didn't know that you could do that, or it hadn't been implemented yet. I don't remember what it was. But what I was doing originally was I had to take a USB, stick it into the PlayStation, and then what I do is I put it all onto the USB, take it out, put it into my laptop, and then upload it from that. Which unfortunately meant that because it was so much effort just to upload the videos onto YouTube, a lot of the content that was recorded for a long time just does not exist anymore. Well, I didn't know you could upload directly from the PlayStation before. Like, this PlayStation is the first time... the PlayStation was the first device I ever, like, really owned and was able to use myself. That I, like, owned directly. Technically, I own it with my twin brother who's sleeping next to me. Other than that, I owned a laptop, and that's it. And even then, the laptop was, like, shortly beforehand. How did you understand? I got this PS5 the summer before my sophomore year. I've never owned a PlayStation before this one. Our house is almost exclusively Xbox stuff. Before this, the only like console I ever technically owned, although it didn't work on the internet for the longest time, until more recently when I managed to fix its network card, was an Xbox 360, which I still have and is still in perfect condition, but it hasn't been touched in a while because it's just sitting in a closet. Ever since I came back from my short stint in college, yeah, I just haven't done anything with it. But yeah, I got this PS5 my sophomore year, or just before my sophomore year started. First console was a PS1. My first ever console, like big console, was actually the Xbox One before the Xbox 360. It's weird. Which that Xbox One is now, I think it's still outside on our front porch because it broke. And as you can understand, I'm 19. I'm not that old. But also, we didn't have consoles for a long time. Like, I think we got the Xbox One when I was in like third, fourth grade, somewhere around there. It was mostly just my dad playing it. Uh, I might as well just not farm anything. I realize I'm talking too much when I started the recording. I might as well just. That's one. This is two. I'm waiting for four because I want to see if four pull luck is back. That was a thing that happened a lot. It's three. That's four. Nope, no four pull luck. Oh well. Well, I'm talking about mostly for the recording, because I started a recording. So now we'll bump to the beginning of the recording is not going to have anything to do with what the recording is for. Okay, that's a bunch into that. That's good. 130. That's not a multiple of 8. Let me... What is the multiple of 15? 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90. That's 105, 120. There we go. Back to a multiple of 15. Huh? Wait, what? Never mind. Oh, okay. So I missed that. Dang. No 4-pull luck this time. To explain that, though, there are either a lot of characters I own that I got in 4 pulls after their banner started. First, it happened all the way back during Kokomi's release banner, where I had saved 4 pulls about 2 weeks before her banner, and then I took a break, came back, her banner was up, did 4 pulls, boom, Kokomi. I think it was 17 pity. And then I got Shenhe, was the first character I'd ever actually properly saved for, and is still the character I had ever saved the most pulls total for. I think I had just over 10,000 pulls, or not 10,000 pulls, 10,000 Primo Gems, and then the banner released like that night of, like if I were to have started this stream at 5.7's release, that was that would be like 10 p.m. ish. That's what I did for Shenhe. Did a 10 pull. 4th pull in that pull was Shenhe. I then went to her weapon banner. Did a 10 pull, nothing. Other 10 pull, 4th pull in that pull was her signature weapon. Ridiculous. I think it happened again with Tainari on his release banner before he was added to the standard banner, which I didn't know would happen for a long time. And then let me think of any other 5 stars. Oh, speaking of, about a week after I got Shenhe, I got Xiao during his banner, and like I think on the first 10 pull, and then I just decided, screw it, I'm gonna do everything else into the standard banner, which was when I first got Chi-Chi. That was a crazy. I wish those recordings still existed. Those were some of the recordings that got deleted over time. Any other characters that I got in 4 pulls? I don't actually think. Did it ever? I don't think it carried on after that. Actually, good 5-star Wising standard. Well, standard isn't just for bad 5 stars. Kuching is actually still one of the one of the arguably, in my opinion, better 5-star characters. Mostly just because over time she's gotten really good over time. Uh, I think other standard characters, I don't know all of them, so I should look. I think the only one that's objectively bad is Dea. She is because she's designed for the wrong game. She's like the most tank-like character in terms of design, but tanks just don't work in this game. Her damage isn't high enough to really acquiesce for that either. Mona, on the other hand, is actually pretty good. Coaching C6, she's actually broken. Weirdly enough, her constellations don't actually help all that much, weirdly. Because they're all just... But I guess they're really simple, you don't have to really think about them, is that because they're all just like damage bonuses. This, she just does extra damage during her teleport, which means if you're doing everything close range, you're just doing a bunch of extra damage. Uh, just extra energy particles. Increase the level. Attack increase. Free extra electro damage bonus. Yeah, it just takes her already pretty good damage and making it really good. I like it because it's simple, but not what other people hope for. But at least they do something. Unlike, unlike someone. This is so fucking stupid still. To be fair, I know why this is the case, and of why Aloy is still kind of eh, and it makes sense. She was created just to appease Sony. That's the only reason she's in the game. That's the only reason. Most of Genshin's collabs are off collabs, so they don't really care about the other stuff. Mona is actually like one of the highest damage dealing Hydro characters in the game.
Huh?
There's no one play with Aloy. There are actually a few Aloy mains, and I actually planned to do it for a while, a long time ago, but I ended up not doing it just because there were a bunch of other characters I was building anyways. Plus, I didn't really know how to build at the time, because that was years ago. This was only like, she was released like a month after I started playing, so. Other standard characters. Jean was my first ever 5-star. Skill does really good damage. It's not even just like her elemental skill. Her elemental burst, when the bubble is popped, does a hell of a lot of damage. It's actually, I think, the third highest damage dealing Hydro attack in the game. Outside of Neuvillette, and then the highest damage dealing is Mualani with ult. Although Neuvillette still has by far the highest DPS. Yeah, Jean is really good. She still has the best. Um, she still has the best single heal in the game, which is this. Even with this low amount, the field activation healing is 352% of her attack plus 2.5k. Just really good healing. Diluc actually is similar to Twitching, holds up really well damage-wise. Even with these low levels, he actually can do pretty good damage. He's honestly one of my better fire characters. He just unfortunately doesn't have a lot of his kit to really work with, especially because his A1 passive is useless. Why does this exist? I mean, I can see why, but... You have his Claymore? You mean like Pulse Gravestone? I have it as well. I use it on my Chongyun now. He's my only Claymore character I really use a lot. Blackcliff? What's Blackcliff? Oh, you mean this? This isn't his signature. It's actually Beto's. I couldn't remember what Blackcliff was. No, that's sitting on my Knight. No, this is actually Beto's signature. In fact, hold on. Oh, you mean Wolf's Gravestone? Yeah, but like, Blacklist Slasher is literally in Beto's avatar. Yeah, no, I have Wolf's Gravestone. It's a pretty good claymore. It's not the best. Attack percent subset is kind of meh, but I mostly use it on my Chongyun just because it's really good. Before that, I was using Skyward Pride, and before that, back when I was still using his the good old hybrid set I was using before, I had this, which is where he was doing both physical and cryo damage, which I was doing this thing. But yeah, this thing is still pretty good. It just I need more crit stuff. I would use this thing, but its basic attack is so low. 510 does not hold up for this, to be honest. The 55% crit damage is really good, but the problem is that its effect isn't that helpful, and I never felt like it was very good. But plus, it only activates after defeating an opponent. But like the base attack from Wolf's Gravestone plus the attack percent, I feel like it's just better for overall damage, especially if you end up with not really good crit rate, which a lot of my characters don't. Well, at least until recently, when I started grabbing crit rate weapons a lot, because it just makes it a lot easier. This is why I have Deathmatch, Primordial Jadewing Spear. This is why I own Wolf Fang, Black Sword, Haran Dapaku. Um, that type of thing. The other standard characters are... Brain's not working. Chi-Chi is, I think, the only one that's just kind of... She's good, but not, like, good. She works. Her healing's actually less. I feel like it's less than it should be, but also that's probably just because these are all 4. But I think she focuses more on being a reactionary support than anything else, while having more genuine healing. Then there's C4. I have gotten 1 copy of Chi-Chi since the first time I got her on the standard banner. Tainari's actually really good. I got him back when he was still a limited character. He's been used a good few times, although I haven't done that much. And then I got his recent one during Ollie's banner, which is actually good because it just means you don't have to build him too far into crit rate. It's actually a really good C1. Arguably one of the better ones in the game. What's the other stuff? I don't have any of those memorized. Yeah, I currently have him with first grade magic because this is just a good weapon. I actually got it for Fischl originally. This was one of my earliest mains. I started maining her after she became important in the quest where this outfit comes from, that event. Because before that, she had never appeared in anything. She appears in... I cannot believe I have to say this. She appears in absolutely no permanent content, except for the 5.6 story quest, where she appears briefly. Otherwise, she never appears. But yeah, I got both of these 5-star bows specifically to use on her. Are there any standard characters I'm forgetting? Did I go through all of them? There's Kuching. But she's just a really simple and easy to use DPS. That also was the character that birthed the KQM website, which is the only builded website I actually trust. Yeah, she's... The only part I don't like about her is just her current ENVA, Kaylee. But she did get replaced, and I do think she has more stuff in the future. But, yeah. I'm going to stop this recording for now.